Welcome back. It's time for Fast Five. Let's get to our first topic. Manufacturing tax breaks are dead on arrival in Maryland. There was a bill proposed to provide some tax breaks to manufacturing companies in Maryland. No go. What do you think, Jim?
It's a sad day for Western Maryland, Southern Maryland, and Eastern Shore because, once again, it goes back to the big cities and populated areas like Montgomery County.
Right.
Western Maryland, we need tax breaks for our businesses here, especially manufacturing, like Volvo. You know, without Volvo, where would Washington County be? I mean, hire 1,800 people. That's 1,800 people out there spending money, and we want.
And even though they shrink and contract and expand every once in a while, who at this table can say that Volvo hadn't been an amazing company for this area?
Been.
Oh,
it has been.
For the
Volvo and before
years.
Volvo, Mack Truck.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and now we've got new production lines.
Yes.
One's already in place, and
Yep.
others coming, right?
We started the new 17. I work at Volvo. We have the new 2017 engine line that's already up and ramping going. Each month we're going to build more and more. We have the new axle line that's already produced over 15,000 axles so far for new trucks. We have 2 transmission lines and probably another future line coming down the road. So Volvo's really expanded. So that's...
And the base of this was, the key elements of the bill were eliminating corporate income tax for new manufacturing in Maryland.
right.
For how long?
I don't know that, but then also eliminating state personal income tax for new employees for a similar period.
Ooh, that would be a tough sell.
And
That would be a tough sell.
and it applied to Maryland's poorest jurisdiction, Baltimore City, far western Maryland, lower eastern shore, and it also gave the counties the ability to waive property taxes.
See, I don't agree with exempting workers from the personal income tax at all.
No,
I don't agree with that. The rest of it I can get on board with, but not the personal income
We
tax.
need to bring business to Maryland. And that's the whole concept we're losing business to West Virginia and Pennsylvania.
Right.
Maryland is losing out every single time. You know, it's...
Well, and it's sad because here we are in Washington County, crossroads of I-70 and I-81, access to all points northeast, south, and west. And, we should be able to provide better incentives for manufacturing and distribution centers to move into here. Instead, you see them moving into south of us in West Virginia, and north of us up in Pennsylvania.
Absolutely. Okay, let's go to our second topic. Local child death breathes new life into justice's law. Actually, they want to expand it. We had the young child that was beaten to death essentially by the mom's boyfriend for stealing a piece of birthday cake.
Yeah.
Which passes all human understanding.
It's very sad.
And now a bill sponsored by our own Delegate Brett Wilson is potentially looking to expand justice's law from the current 40-year maximum to a maximum life term for these child abusers.
Yeah.
I say go for it.
I agree.
I'm going to get the first word on that one.
And it'd probably be the last words. I think we're all going to agree with you.
I mean, absolutely. Honestly, I know Maryland has killed the death penalty, but I think that cases like that, we might want to consider bringing it back. I really do.
And because he's, at that time, if you remember, that poor boy was kind of held hostage in his own home.
Right.
And it's a sad, very sad story, and I think other people should have been convicted. And as well, we had that young boy.
Two others are on trial.
Yes, because they tried to trying to go to California or something.
Right.
Then we had that young boy in Clare Spring that got beat up by his dad's or boyfriend's steel-toed boot.
Right.
Now he hasn't been tried; he's been convicted yet. But let me tell you what, death penalty, yes.
I'll go along with that.
And I would tell you what, if it's my child, someone did it to my granddaughter or my grandkids, I'm going to tell you what. You don't have to worry about the law.
Better drag them to a different state if you do that, though.
Okay, next up. Water rates are on the rise in several towns. Smithsburg and Williamsport customers, there are increases in water and sewer rates, officials are announcing, and that will be part of the July bill this year.
Lovely.
Carl, what say you?
Well, who's going to stand in favor of that? I don't know what their justification for it is.
Yeah, I'm curious what the justification is on it. I will say, if it's a necessary increase, do it. All right. And the reason I say that is because look at Flint, Michigan.
There are times.
All right.
where it's
If
justified.
we need to increase the water rates to keep us from getting to Flint, Michigan status, by all means, do it. But make sure it's actually necessary.
And our last topic, which probably will take more than the time that we have left in this, but California is going to be our first $15 an hour minimum wage state. Carl, I know you're dying to say something about this one. What do you say?
States' rights. If they want to have $15 minimum wage, go for it.
But is it the right thing to do?
If it's the right thing for California, I'm not going to sit here in Maryland and tell California whether it's the right thing to do or not.
But and California is just a model of fiscal responsibility, right?
I'm not
wait a
saying
minute.
it is, but it doesn't make
Well,
any
yeah.
difference if they think it's needed. And certainly the cost of living there is certainly reputed to be relatively high.
I get that.
Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say, I think the residents of California are really looking forward to this because now, instead of talking to a person at McDonald's when you go to make your order, you can actually just go up to a kiosk then and just punch in your order, and your order will actually be right. So
Maybe. Somebody's still got to load the bags.
You're still going to have some people there, but yes. What you're going to have, the consumers are going to pick up the tab on that because if you're paying
Maybe.
No, they are.
They might pick up the
They have
tabs,
to.
or it's going to result, like I said, you're going to have kiosks, and they're going to cut positions.
Every time there's been any sort of social reform, everybody hoops and hollers, yells and screams, all the prices are going to rise tremendously.
And they do.
Everyone's going to go out of work. We're still here.
We
For
are.
God's sake.
Prices do
But
rise.
the problem
We're still here.
is, every time the prices rise, then we got to put another social reform in place to bring it back up.
What's the
to
minimum wage now in California, and how well do people on that minimum wage
10.
live?
10.
Well, then look at that.
Well,
And
they
how
don't live
long-
well, but they're not
and how long a
supposed to.
time
You're
frame
not
is this
supposed to
$15?
live. You're not supposed to live on the minimum wage.
Well, then the employers ought to be paying them
It's what
daggone
high
more.
school kids do when they
for
get out
God's
of
sake.
school. They
Oh,
go to
that's what that used to be the case. It's not so
It's
much
not
the
the-
case
I understand
anymore.
that, but you know what? Get a degree, get a skill, and get paid higher wages.
And you know what? I'm even going to disagree with you on that because you don't even need a degree to get paid higher wages. All right, you can go into something like welding or
Skill.
construction, anything like that. You don't need a degree. You just need a good skill, and you need to be good at it.
We, you look at some of the success that we've had in Washington County with our trade school, with Washington County Technical High School.
Low tech.
You
Yes.
can absolutely make an argument that that's a viable option for any student that's interested, and that's the key. But I'm going to take the last word on that. Coming up next is Last Call. Stay tuned.